So sometimes you're down in the trenches. All right, that was a bad pun, right? Well, it's all looking up from here. Oh, that's not a bad pun. And the pollen season has begun. You can see the green everywhere. So we're only a couple days in, but man, it gets pretty bad here in Raleigh. So much pollen. Hey there, a nice warm day here at the farm. We got a lot planned today. Basically day 2 of the irrigation project. A friend of mine's bringing an excavator by, and we're gonna dig a trench from where the pump is gonna be and the rainwater capture system out to the main section, the middle section of the main field here. So we got the piping and we got some new hydrants to put in, and we're gonna get to that, but got a couple little things to do while we wait for him to show up. And the first thing we do is uncover this and make sure we get the path nice and clear that we're gonna start digging for. So it's interesting to see, I mean, this has been tarped for about a week or so, and you can already see a lot of stuff coming up, but there's no green on it, so you can tell the plants are trying to come up and there's no light, so they're kind of just running out of energy, and yeah, cool, it's doing its job. So that's the center of the field where the hydrant's gonna go, and this is sort of the path. This is the shortest distance. So just gonna run it straight across here. And let's go see what Jake's up to. First order of business is to remove some more concrete here so we can get a little bit more access to the plumbing and also make a level spot for the pump. So that's what we're working on first here, is just pulling out this concrete. Surprises when you start digging, especially here at Raleigh City Farm. We got some big, I don't know, we can't really figure out what it is, but there's a big like cast iron pipe or something from ancient days probably. Yeah. But instead of disturbing it, we're just gonna kind of dig around it and then run our pipe below it. So let's get that dug out. Yeah. Uh-oh. That's the back of the house.
I'll be able to go around it, but it might take a while.
All right, so we're trenching across this way, and we hit those foundations which we found before. So we took a little bit of a turn, and yeah, I would say that we found the corner of the foundation. What do you guys think?
Right there for now. Right there.
So what we're gonna do is, instead of putting it in the location that we were talking about before, we're just gonna trench it straight back to that pathway over there, and that'll be fine. As long as it's in the middle of the field, we'll be good. So yeah, there we go. Corner of the foundation. All right, digging's all done. Looks like we had to take a little bit of an S-turn around the that corner of the foundation, but this should work out great, and it lands us right in the center walkway, which was the goal, and really not that far away from where we originally had it landed. So this is a pretty big trench for one little piece of pipe, but you know what? This is the tool that my buddy had, and we got the job done pretty quickly. So we lay that pipe in there, and then we're going to cover it back up. So we got the hose laid down in the trench here, and we're just putting the hydrant on. So we got a couple of fittings there at the bottom, and hooked it on right there.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
And we're gonna lay this into the hole here and then just backfill it. All right, so before we get this in, we're gonna put some gravel in here, because when you close the valve up top on a frost-free hydrant, it weeps out what's in the standpipe so that it comes out ground down below underground, and that way it doesn't freeze. So we're gonna put some gravel in the hole underneath here, and we'll put some gravel all around it, just so when the water does come out, it will not just get clogged up inside the dirt. All right, here we go. All laid in, starting to fill it back in now. Get this all leveled out. Well, we were cruising along and getting the dirt back in the hole. Probably got about half of the dirt back in the hole, and then the track came off the excavator. So we don't have what we need on site here to get the track back on and tensioned properly. So we're gonna have to come back and do that sometime soon. We don't know exactly when, but we'll get it done. But for right now, I mean, the big thing is we got the trench dug, we got the pipe in there, the hydrant set up, and we got about half the dirt back in. So all in all, not too bad. So we got the grease gun and getting the track back on. The way you do that is by pushing more grease in there. So we're gonna try to get the track back on and get this guy running. And we're back in business. So we've done with the machine, and we just spent, I don't know, a few minutes raking and pulling up more bricks, and this is what we got right now. Looking pretty solid. Gonna get the tarp back on it and call it a day. All right, so big thanks to my buddy Jake, helped us out huge today with bringing his machine and his expertise working that. And we got everything done we needed to today, which was great, even with that hiccup in the middle of the day. But we got the machine back and running and got everything sorted out. So ground's all leveled as much as possible, got the tarps back on. So success for sure. It's a nice sunny, warm day here, and enjoy being outside. I'm just exhausted. And the only thing left we really have to do is to get the pump all sorted out, get all those connections and stuff, and we'll work on that next week. And yeah, so far so good. We'll hopefully be on track to get this all sorted out before we need the irrigation out in the field. But yeah, just hope you guys enjoyed following me along today. Hope you guys are all doing really well out there, being safe, healthy, all that stuff. Thinking about you guys. And if you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, we greatly appreciate if you could do that. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.